Swing of the game. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Leaves it with the running back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Looking for room at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Offensively, I think we got to be a little bit more creative at this point. 2 plays ago, gain of no yards. Last play, he just gave up a sack. Let's think outside the box. This is a golden opportunity to put a touchdown on the board.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Cardinals offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do it.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
They'll try it over the left side. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Ball in the air, intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they've got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. To the ground with the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The back goes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're lining up to boot it away.
Western Michigan, 10. Ball State, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. At the 35, he's open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you could.
The ball pops out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Power football with the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Broncos have moved it inside the 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally make the stop with the big run. He's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break open.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Offense did exactly what he's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
First down for the offense.
Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll line up for a second down play. They move the tight end all over. Gonna run it. It's Stout. Bringing the heat. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense in the hurry-up. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. At the 35, he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line.
One of the first things I want to do when I come...
Touchdown, Western Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency.
He's got it down the left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Open space at the 25. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Vick. Shakes off the tackler. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pocket, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
29 Philly.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And with that stop by this defense, now I think it's interesting because obviously the scoreboard, multiple possessions, what I need to accomplish. Do you kick it now because it's a long yardage 4th down situation, or do you say, nope, I'm going for the touchdown?
He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State.
Yeah, and I love calling the QB's number. I don't care if he gets hit down near the goal line, 4th and goal. I need him to make a play. Nice job being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
Finds his big tight end. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They'll try the run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? On the move. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Gets it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. The give. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And 1st down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces
going over the top. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did spoil